Hello and welcome back to the JSano fan server with me, Mr. Muckluckable. Hello there. You may be able to tell where we are at the moment. I thought we'd start off the episode at Project Kowloon and give you a little update on what's been going on here. It's the first time I've seen it for a little while anyway, so I know some things have been built. I've seen them on the overview map and I have had a little wander around. But yeah, look at this, ready? Boom. And load in. Yay. Yeah, look at this. People have been building stuff. It's so awesome. I love it. And then not just like the things that I've done, like little small things. It's look at these big towers of all sorts of stuff. What's this one? This is Tens Tenement Luxury. Inquire inside. So this is basically a hotel, a motel, an apartment block. It's an apartment block, isn't it? It's so good because look, this is exactly the sort of tight, narrow. Oh, look at all these like tiny little rooms you get. Oh my god, it goes up really tall. It's perfect. Vacant room. I might hire a little room out here. You know, a little home away from home. It's so good. I don't know who made this. I didn't leave a sign. Maybe I just completely missed it. But look, even the walls are crumbling away. It's perfect. It's really, really well designed. Whoever made this, I mean, great. Oh, sweet. Great job on this. Oh yeah, this person gets a big room. Ooh. Oh, it's really well done. I was so pleased when I saw this. Yeah. And all the stone, you may think that's too much stone. I don't actually mind the stone because when you use a lot of stone, then you can pick like an accent block and make things stick out. So it kind of seems like it's, you know, like a monotonous and dull and you know, worn down and grey and miserable. But then if you add like a few little spots of like, I don't know, colour, it will make it pop, and then you could really highlight some stuff. Like you could highlight maybe some dirt going down the side of the wall, or I don't know, you know, yeah, like mould or something, with some mossy cobble or something. And it's just a really good build. So thank you to who made that. Me one more check of the sign. No. Okay, so I'm not sure who made that, but I'm sure they'll probably tell me, or if not, I will find out. And this one I have not seen yet. I think at the moment it's just a... Oh, no, wait, it's got an inside. Oh. Sort of the same deal. I like it. Yep. Yeah. Obviously they're still building us, I think. But no. Excellent. I'm really, really, really pleased. And yeah, look at this. So look what we've got going on here now as well, like a tiny little gap. I assume these will be moved out of the way. So we have like this little gap between these two buildings, maybe like a little, yeah, like a little ceiling there. Oh, I wonder what that was dripping down, but it's not. It's the particles from me punching. So that's a very little quick update there. Obviously, we still have all these other things by. So this was by Gerhue, I think. Gerhue. Yeah, it's Gerhue. I'm gonna stick with Gerhue. Diavolo. Me, Ace, Otsboy, and I think that's it actually. Yeah, so thank you to you lot. It is growing. Oh, so slowly it is growing. I'm going to head back to spawn because I did have a plan for today. I'm not sure how well it's going to turn out now, but yeah, I'll meet you over there and we can maybe get started with it. Well, before I get right into spawn, you can see the town hall just over there as it weirdly renders in. I'm just gonna bring up this again. Do you remember a few episodes ago I showed this, how someone's building like an artificial but more natural in a way river that actually follows the lay of the land? Well, they've expanded it and it now goes crazy far. Look at this, it goes all the way round. Now I think it could either be that's Mez house. It's really weird saying his name like that. Mez house. Putting an S on the end of that's very difficult because his house is right there. It could be Gerhue again because I think his is like the castle build up there. Maybe it's even that. So it could be either of them. I don't know who it is. Again, I don't know. But really cool way of landscaping. And that's what we'll be doing a little bit of today. Well, maybe. That was my plan. That was my original intention signing on today. I thought, why not do a little bit of housekeeping, because I am a maid after all, around spawn. You know, just prettify it a little bit. Problem is, it's kind of already been done. Whoops, well, sorry about that little cut there, but I had to sneeze, and also it gave me a chance to take a little sip of my tea. So as I was saying, yes, I kind of wanted to come around here and maybe fill in some holes, add a few flowers, add a few plants and trees and whatnot, and I still might do some of that, but in general, spawn is looking pretty nice. Obviously, Tylark's been hard at work with his walkways and paths here. In fact, one thing I noticed is this. Joe, I thought that would be a pond. No, this isn't a pond. This is the start station spawn. Wait, no, wait. Start station, which stands for Spawn Town Area Rapid Transit Main Hub. Start. So this is going to be like the underground, like the London Tube or the subway system or the metro or whatever it is and wherever you live, which will hopefully take us all around the map, which is a really cool way of travelling. Yeah, sure, minecarts are loud and they can be a little bit laggy, but I don't know, something about actually making paths to places instead of like a nether portal. It's just so much more satisfying in a way. It's much more work, I suppose, but it's fun, and I hope it turns out really well. I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. But yeah, if you have a look around, it looks pretty nice actually. Sure, I think we could maybe add some trees here or there. I think it does need some trees, but I'm a bit worried about how that will affect the look of the landscape. It might put a big blot on it. But one thing I do want to focus my attention on is this area. This river is looking a little bit measly. I think that's probably what I can try and do today, is just spice it up a bit, add some, that's what I've got. If you have seen my inventory, I've got some reeds, I've got lots of flowers, I've got some wood to make maybe a little fishing dock, little pier maybe, bone meal for grass. Yeah, I might go get some smooth stone, make some pebbles. I don't know if other people like that. I like doing that, where you put stone buttons on the floor and it looks like little pebbles. I'm not sure if others like that, so I might not do that. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe a little dock there. Maybe some lamps. Ooh. Oh, I haven't got any glowstone though. Maybe I could use pumpkins and disguise them. We'll see. But yeah. Let me think. What do I need to get started with? Ooh. Oh, I know. First things first. Because it is night time, and today I'm filming this. It may not come out today. It probably won't. But oh my goodness, it's sneezing. I hope this doesn't continue for the rest of the episode. What was I saying? Oh yes, I've got a firework because it's the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. So it won't. We'll do that to celebrate. That's my pathetic excuse. An attempt. Excuse? That's my pathetic attempt at celebrating Bonfire Night there. Unfortunately, we've got no penny for a guy, so that will have to do. But, yeah, I suppose I've got all my supplies ready. Yeah, and I did actually want to bring something up today. A little bit of just a thing I noticed, which I thought I might discuss, because it might relate to some of you guys watching, maybe not. But recently I was doing a clear out of my oh come on, that's gonna take ages, of my emails, because I've got an email address that's really old now. I've had it for at least 6 years, 7 years, and that means that I've actually got documents and things from that long ago that that's just saved onto the Google email system, the Gmail system. And so the other day I was cleaning through and I was looking through my old documents and sort of reminiscing, because a lot of them were kind of conversations with friends and schoolwork that I'd sent to places. And I got reading, and I don't know, the thought just struck me that I was a pretty grumpy git when I was younger, which is really weird. Like I wrote these I wrote for the newsletter at my school, and because actually I was co-editor. Yeah, that's right, I was co-editor, and my little articles on there would always be quite moany. There'd always be about like how crap the school build was, or like, because I think our school got rebuilt and it was really crap. So I moaned about that, and I even moaned about comic relief, for goodness sake. I looked back and I was like, how did I write an article moaning about comic relief? It's a charity, for goodness sake. And yet I managed to. I used to moan about shops and BT, and this isn't on the newsletter now, but just in general I used to moan about, yeah, like shops downtown and yeah, BT internet providers and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know, I just wish, looking back, because I started to think, how did I seem to other people? Because obviously, you know, I had my group of friends, and we all got on very well, and they all kind of understood that I was probably quite moany, but in a funny, in a light-hearted way. I wasn't legitimately angry about things, to be honest. A lot of the time I was, but not all the time. So it was fine with them, but then I thought, well, I bet I seemed like a right miserable old git to some other people that didn't really know me very well. I don't know. And then I started thinking some more, like, well, it's weird because aren't you supposed to be happy and fun and all that sort of stuff young, and then as you get older you turn into a cynical old man who starts, you know, moaning about whippersnappers and kids on their lawn and things like that. And it seems like I've went in the reverse, because I used to be a moany little kid, and I think as I've got older I have lightened up. Maybe YouTube has helped with that, possibly. Who's to say? I don't know, but I certainly don't moan as much as I used to. I do try and see the positives. Maybe let's put it like this: I was probably a half cup empty guy to begin with, and now I'd say I'm a half cup full. But yeah, I suppose this is sort of a half message to anyone who's still in school or still young anyway. Don't be miserable like I was. Now, no, that sounds wrong. I definitely wasn't miserable as a kid. I had a great time in school, but I still think that even so, you've got to be careful about, I don't know, your outlook on the world, because how's this going to look? I don't like sunflowers, actually. They're a bit weird. Because if you get sort of miserable and angsty as a teenager, which everyone does, believe me, there are always like stages that teenagers go through. But if you stick with that for too long, I think it can probably lead on to later in life. I certainly know a few friends, and you can just tell by looking at their Facebooks. They just, all their Facebook is like a constant feed of moaning and depression, and it's like, oh my god. I know that some people, Facebook's quite dangerous because it gives you a false impression of people. A lot of times people only put on good stuff about their life, and then you start thinking, oh, my life's not that good. They're going to parties, they're getting, you know, all this new stuff, and I'm getting nothing. But you got to remember that they censor, you know, they put what they want to put on Facebook. And yet there's people that do the exact opposite. They could be putting all the good things about their life, and they're just putting constant moans. It's bizarre to me. So just don't let that stick. Definitely try and lighten up, I would say. This is Joe's top tip of the day right here. I don't know. It made me a little bit sad that I used to act like that, and I wish I had changed my ways earlier. Let's put it that way. And I do think YouTube helped. I said who's to say, but I think it has. This is looking damn ugly. I don't know what I'm doing here. Spamming random flowers everywhere. Let's go build this little dock. Oh, actually, I might do this off screen though, because I don't quite know what I'm doing. I did want to even try putting some coarse dirt along the edge, like the banks of the river. That might look quite good. I might try that in a minute. Coarse dirt is the dirt that doesn't allow grass to be spread onto it. So it look a bit like, oh, actually no, it look a bit like that, which quite honestly isn't very good. I think we need some pebbles. I'm going to add some pebbles. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to, yeah, I feel like if I keep recording, I'm just going to be like doing really random stuff, because it's difficult to talk and do stuff at the same time. Even after 3 years, I can't do it. I can't let's play and talk, it seems. So I'll be back once I've had a little bit of a faff around and see what I can come up with. Well guys, I am back. I've spent a bit of time now just messing around, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work on this little river section here. I think it's turned out okay. Well, I like it, but I'm not sure if others are going to like it. It is a little bit garish in some places. Anyway, as you can see, I've made like a little off path off the main one, off the beaten track, to come to this little fishing pier here. I was going to put a big tree here, maybe a bench, but I'm not sure if a tree will get in the way now, so I might not. But yeah, very, very simple. And then look at, oh god. Okay, right. I've added some trees, I've added a lot of the flowers, I've added the pebbles, I've added the reeds, I've added these lamps, which, okay, they're just pumpkins, so they have the weird face on the back, I know. But I kind of like the fact they're pumpkins. It's sort of like, yeah, they had to make do with what they got, so they just put pumpkins on sticks. I mean, you could put glowstone, but I sort of like the fact it's pumpkins. I've got a few of these dotted along the path that kind of overhang the river. In fact, I've got a boat. Let's go through it. Boom, and hopefully. Come on, boat, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, whoa, whoa, easy there. You're going to break, aren't you? Don't break. Okay, right, here we go. So yeah, mammoth trees that I did with the old torches on the block next to the sapling trick. And I added some more leaves to make them sort of like a willow, sort of bend over and kind of fall into the path of the river. But yeah, I understand some people don't like these big trees. They think they're really ugly. Sometimes they are a bit ugly. It's a little bit ugly at the top there. I might need to round it off a bit. But I like them. I really like the big trees. I'm definitely not going to be able to do this. But you just see, basically, I did my old trick. If you watch my FTB, you know my trick, which is just to spam bone meal everywhere. Spam it everywhere. And spam flowers everywhere as well. So we've got some more lamps, more flowers. Unfortunately, this kind of goes right through the middle of the river. So, can't really go around there in a boat. Doesn't matter. And on this side, oh man. Oh, this tree. Okay, so we've got a few more lamps, a few more of this stuff, pebbles, which people might actually start clicking, or it might get in the way of redstone. So I don't know. This tree though, another massive tree. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's like an actual tree. It's got a branch. Look at how it spawned. It has a branch. That side, it looks beautiful. Look at this. I love the way it looks down here because you've actually got the branch. This side, not so much. It looks like a big green blob. So this may need to be taken down. I'm not too sure. I don't mind if people want to take it down, to be honest. I'm just kind of testing, see what I can make it look like, this river, and then it just kind of stops about there. As you get closer to the roundabout thing. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. Oh, let's get rid of these workbenches. That's not very natural, is it? There we go. Maybe some more hidden lighting would look quite good as well. But I think that's probably going to do it for today. I know we didn't do too much, but the only other thing I was thinking of doing was maybe looking at Ace's sci-fi thing, but I'm not sure what he's doing with that, so I don't want to, you know, spoil anything just in case. But yeah, it's getting there. From here, it doesn't. From down here, or rather from up here, it doesn't look too good. But when you get on the same level as it, then it starts looking better, because then you start kind of getting lost in all the grass and the flowers. So down here's good. I really like this view actually. That's a really nice angle. And you know what? We'll keep it on this angle as I end of this episode. You know, I was talking about happiness and being happy, and I was a miserable old git, or a miserable young git, as the case may be, sort of, when I was younger. It reminded me of a poem that I thought I would end the episode on, because I did English literature, you know, A level, but actually it's not from that at all. It's just one that I heard from a friend. It's quite a famous poem. You may recognise the opening line, which God, have I forgot it? Go placidly among the noise and haste. That's the line. But the reason why I forgot is because I don't actually like the rest of the poem. It's called Desiderata, and the beginning, I only really like the final stanza. The rest of it is a bit fluffy, a little bit too sappy for my liking. But the last stanza I really like, and I thought I'd just end because it's got a nice message in it. Okay, so it goes like this: Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labours and aspirations. In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. There you go. Some people actually changed that poem. I think it's sort of now been said that the last two lines are actually, be careful, strive to be happy. But be careful. No, stick with the original. Be cheerful was much better than being careful. So yeah, I thought that just demonstrated my message quite well there. Try to see the positive side of things in all aspects of life, I say, and don't look back and think, oh, I wish I was different. Change today, and you don't have to. There you go. There's my top tip, soulful message of the day. And yeah, I'll link the whole poem in the description if you're so interested. Like I said, I like the ending most, but it's all quite nice. But yeah, that last stanza sticks with me. So that will do it for today's episode. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.